Welcome back. So, holy smokes, a lot has happened.
It's been busy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So we kind of dropped the ball on giving farm
Yes.
updates. So we thought maybe we came here to do a video on Suzuki.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna talk a little bit about what's happening.
Catch you up a
Yeah.
bit. I mean, there's so much has happened. We'll do our best to catch up, but
Yeah.
so everything's coming back to life. The dogs are all losing their coats. The sheep are losing their coats. Everything. Everybody's just loving this spring.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, some quick updates. Sheep and cows are now on pasture. Yay! I mean, that was 3 weeks late, but they're out there, so that's exciting. They're very, very happy. Mina, especially, you can tell she's happy. She's giving us almost 10 liters of milk in one milking a day. So that's like, it's amazing. I don't know how it's incredible how she does it. But yeah, so Mina's full of milk, and a lot of the lambs are off to wonderful homes. So that's a change. All the birds now are laying eggs. The turkeys, the guinea fowl, the geese. The geese are even sitting on eggs already. So and there's actually one broody duck that runs around squawking in the morning. So things are happening. Yeah, it's great. Everyone's loving it.
It's so nice to go around and just see what's coming to life. Grafts from last year. Some of those are starting to show some growth, and it's really exciting. So some of them I will have to move because they're not in a good spot, and then some of them will wait for them to grow until fall, and then transplant them into the orchard. Lots of stuff coming up in the nursery.
Yeah.
We built those
Seed beds
last year, so tons, like hundreds and hundreds of trees are coming up through those. Lots of peaches and cherries and cornelian cherry, hundreds of cornelian cherry. And those cornelian cherry require two periods. They require a warmest stratification and a coldest stratification. So we put them in a year ago, and then they went through that whole process, and then now they're coming up. So it's so exciting to see that we got such a high germination rate from those seeds. I will probably get more seeds out of that bed germinating next year if I don't disturb it. So I'll try to pull the ones that grown and then leave the rest of the seeds in there. What else?
Otherwise,
we got some other little seedlings in the nursery, and then the garlic is growing well. Although we made planting a little bit rushed last year, so the bed wasn't very uniform, and the distribution of the the manure that we added wasn't evenly distributed, I think. So there's on the edges of the beds, we're not seeing as much vigorous growth, but in the middle there's a lot of really good growth on the garlic, especially the Dukubur Russian.
Wow,
variety. They already got really thick stalk, and they're growing really healthy. So
and things in the orchard too are all starting to leaf out. The raspberries and a lot of the trees, actually I would say over 80% of the trees we planted all are starting to leaf out. So that's exciting. And that, I mean, partially thanks to our wet May or wet spring so far. I mean, not going to complain about it, whatever. It's been a real help to get the ground soaked in. Yeah, but it's really exciting to see, especially because winter, you see them all winter, everything looks dead. And you're like, there's no way this is coming to life. The whole thing's just dead. But then when things actually start to come alive and leaves start to come out, you're like, it's incredible. It's amazing. It's just, I don't know, it's amazing.
And there's blossoms everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
There's been blossoms for a few weeks
now.
now.
Yeah. The first ones we noticed were the Saskatoons. We noticed the Saskatoons come out. The glacier.
Wild pears. I think they blossomed.
Similar time, right? Apricots.
Apricot and wild pears. And then there was the Saskatoons.
That's true. Yeah. And we had, the glacier lilies, Oregon grape. Everybody was just loving the spring and starting to come up. So those were some of the common first flowers that we were seeing. So
one of my good farmer friends always says when the Saskatoons bloom, that's the time to graft. So we're gonna finish our spring grafting here. So that's gonna keep us busy for a few weeks. And then the community garden. We're building a little community garden. We have a few people that are interested to come and plant. So hopefully that's gonna be a fun project.
That'll be exciting. Yeah. We put asparagus in.
Yes.
We put lots of asparagus. I forgot it was asparagus and potatoes and what else? Yeah, a few other things already.
We have a pretty good irrigation system planned for it, and that the rest of the parts for that, I got some of the parts, and then the rest of it is going to come this week, and we're going to put that together so we have a good, solid irrigation.
Yes.
You know, we really want to focus on irrigation because we are not doing anything like spraying, you know, fertilizing, like importing, like bringing fertilizer, things like that. Instead we will focus a lot on irrigation and get the irrigation down, you know, perfectly.
Yeah.
As much as we can. So
that's priority for sure.
We are lucky. We found there's been some really good resources, and the Kootenay Boundary Farm Association.
Yes.
They had an irrigation workshop, or a series of irrigation workshops last month. So I went to one of those. Met with Andrew Bennett and Bruce Naka. They're both irrigation designers for our region, and talked to them. It was very informative, and Andrew's been really interested in, to help us, and again, wealth of knowledge, and so nice to see that those resources are available.
Yeah, so much knowledge.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know. You know, irrigation. You start getting into.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple, and then you start getting into. Oh my God, it's many layers.
And it's so like it's so important.
Yeah.
Irrigation is you have to. It's the foundation of everything.
Yeah,
if you don't have the proper irrigation, you're not gonna flourish. So
exactly.
I couldn't. Yeah.
So that's one thing we want to really get right.
Yeah.
So yeah, but the tour of I went to a cherry orchard in Creston, and they gave a tour of their irrigation setup there and talked about, you know, ways to improve it, and just seeing the commercial orchard, even though that's not what we are planning to do, still seeing that commercial orchard, talking to the owner, and you know, talking about how they operate. That's all very helpful information.
Very.
You know, it gives us perspective, and then we can plan our design. You know, using those information. Although, even though we're not going to use the same methodologies, I still
it's good to hear other people's lessons that they had learned, because they could definitely apply to what we're trying to do. So
exactly.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah. And it's really nice. Some in-person events are happening.
Yes.
So Young Agrarian just last week organized a social event. It was a land matching event. Bear Spring
Eco Retreat. Yeah, just outside Nelson.
Yeah. So we went out there. It was really fun. It was a big group. Big
crowd. Lots of people there that had some really cool things going on. So it was really neat to hear other people's ideas. And other people's projects and hopes, what they're trying to do. So, and it was good to hear, because we realized that everybody else is also a few weeks behind planting and stuff. Because we were feeling a bit stressed, like, oh, we haven't gotten anything in the ground. But when we were there, it sounded like it was a common trend throughout the Kootenays right now. When the sheep were very, very excited to go onto their first pasture. And they knew the routine, as they knew that they could see the green grass, they could smell the green grass. They saw me putting up the new fence. They were all riled up and ready for it. Now the puppies, so we had the puppies last year, and we kept 2 of them to replace our aging dogs that were with our sheep. And now they had never been moved on pasture. They were, when they were young, we had moved them with the horse trailer to the winter pasture where they had been for the last, like 6 months or something. So they're not used to the routine of going pasture to pasture to pasture like the sheep and their mom is. So when I first tried to move the sheep over, the sheep went no problem. Mama dog, Bandish, she went no problem. But the puppies they're so hot wire trained, even when I took the fence down and moved it, they still wouldn't cross where the hot wire was. They were terrified, and they're running back and forth and whining, crying. So I had to call them over, and I actually had to pick up Asgil, which is the young female pup. I had to pick her up and carry her over and put her down, and then she was on. And then when Pashtuk, her brother, saw that, he was like, okay, it's okay, and then ran over. So, and then the second time I moved him, again, same thing. I had to pick up Asgil and move her over, and Pashtuk was right behind her. The third time, finally they got it. Mama ran across, and the pups kind of gave a quick look, and then off they went. So now they're pasture trained. So it was really cute to see that, though. They were just like freaking out, like, oh my God, I can't cross this line. So yeah, I actually had to physically pick her up, bring her over. I would have picked up Pashtuk, but he's huge already. I can't lift him. But yeah, drag him over, and now they're pasture dogs. So they're used to the routine, and they love it. I wasn't sure how they would react when they moved to a new area, like if they would freak out and try go back to their winter pen. But no, as soon as they went to this new area, they were just running around. Again, they run their boundary and then running around, smelling everything, and they were just in heaven. So the pups are loving moving around with the sheep. So it was really good to see, because I was pretty stressed about how they would react. Because moving from pasture to pasture every couple of days can be really stressful. But nope, puppies handled it well. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Well, thanks for tuning in again. Yeah, and like we say before, hopefully it won't be too long until we do another video. We have to get back in the routine. But yeah, stay tuned, and
yeah, like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Yeah,
share the video. We have some ideas.
Yeah. Don't give up. Don't give up on us yet. We'll be back.
Yeah, there'll be another video very soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye. Thank you.